Riding a high after...
It was Sunday again.
He does wish it was Sunday. Still riding that high after his Talladega win. Our NASCAR insider Caitlin Vincey sat down with Jamie.
Out front, it's Jamie McMurray. Behind him, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dylan looks to the inside. Nothing there. He gets turned by Stenhouse. It is all over here at Talladega. Jamie McMurray, the guy who was in charge for the last 20 laps or so, is the man who'll pick up the victory.
Good job. I think it's Victorylane, my friend.
Jamie, getting your first win in several years, was there ever a point, kind of a sense of relief for you this weekend?
You know, when we go to the restrictor plate tracks, it seems like anyone has a chance to win. So I think most guys put that on their schedule as a place that, you know, you have a realistic shot of winning the race. So, you know, as you're counting those laps down, you're trying to put a plan together of how you're going to defend on something that you don't even know how it's going to happen. So that's a little nerve-wracking when it counts down like that and you don't really know what to expect.
What was kind of going through your mind on that last caution there?
You know, I saw a car spin. I'm like, well, that's a chance they could throw a caution, but you never know if that car's going to spin and go to the inside and they don't throw the caution. So there's a lot of stuff going through your head. But once I heard caution, I mean, you kind of know the race is over. And, yeah, I mean, it's as much as I would like for those to finish green, I was also fully content with it being over and being able to get a win.
Now, in Victorylane, you were very composed until you brought your son over. And what was it about that moment that brought out those different emotions in you?
I remember going in Kenz's shop and seeing a picture of Matt and Katie and Grace and Kaylin all together. And I think they were in Victorylane at Dover. And to see, like, the little kids holding their fingers up, number one, and how excited everybody is. And when you have a family, you want to share all those moments with them, right? And I when I saw that picture, I'm like, gosh, I hope we get to have that moment, because as a family, that's a moment you want to share. And so I have a little boy who's really into racing, and I'm like, that'd be so cool if I can take him to Victorylane and get to have that moment, those pictures with him. So in the middle of talking to Jerry Punch, I saw Christy in the background. I'm like, well, she's here. I know that they're here. So I was like, I want to have this moment. And it was just, I don't know, just super cool, and yeah, it was really special.
What did it mean to you to win again for Chip Ganassi and receive that call?
Well, Chip and I, we have a really good relationship. And when I drove for Chip prior to going to Roush, I was at a different stage in my life. I was a lot younger, a little bit immature. And so when I came back here, I feel like I really understood and appreciated what the opportunity I was getting. And I was willing to work harder for it. So my relationship with him is he's my owner, but he's also a really good friend of mine. So to get to have that phone call, as happy as I am to be his driver and get to talk to my owner, I was also excited to talk to my friend and just, you know, get to share that with him. You know, we talk about how we're all in this together, and that's so much fun to get to share that with him.
When you take stock of your career as a whole, where you've been, where you're going, what do you think about?
I know that there'll be young guys come along that, you know, that are trying to take the guys that have been around for a while seat. I was one of those young guys at one time, and I was fortunate that I made it. When I look ahead, I think my biggest goal in racing is to be able to leave here on my own terms and get to race until I'm satisfied and I've had enough, and you get to pick the time when you're done.